Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm in.
All right. See it?
It's just on that advertisement that plays for me in the beginning.
Okay.
19 seconds left.
Let me know when it's. You know, it's probably live. It's the tape delay thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the challenge.
Okay.
All right, we're going for day 13. The goal is to get to 20. We got to the first short-term goal, which is 10. Doing Roman numeral converter, convert the given number into a Roman numeral. All Roman numeral answers should be provided in uppercase. There's a link. What else? Links, helpful links. Splice, index of, join. All right. I don't know if we'll need splice, index of, or join. But Emily.
Yeah.
What's your idea? What's your you said you read it, the challenge, and you did some research. I'm gonna clean up the file that I always use. I want to hear your ideas.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking about having to convert the numbers to the Roman numerals. My first thought is that we need to create two arrays. One for the 7 Roman numeral symbol, and one for the, I don't know if it's called integer or decimal equivalent of the Roman numeral.
Okay. What are these are the Roman numeral symbols? You don't see it. I'm gonna add
I
that.
see it. I see it here. Okay.
Oh, you could see it before?
Why it was just too small to read, but now I can see.
You see it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead and continue on about your ideas.
Well, there's 7 symbols.
Uh-huh.
Um, hold on. So my idea was to create 2 arrays for the one for the Roman numeral and then one for the decimal equivalent. And then I thought we would be using 4 of these after that.
Okay, what are we doing with the arrays though? What's the point of the arrays?
Um, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right, but then can't we use the index and the indices to convert them?
What's in the arrays though?
Well, one array would be
Like my thing, see, like, it can be done many different ways. I'm not asking these questions because you're wrong. I'm asking because I don't know. You say we have 2 arrays. What are you putting in each array? How is it getting into the array? Why are we putting these things in arrays? And then once they're in arrays, what are we doing with them?
that's one of the questions.
Okay, so why are we using arrays? Let's start there.
Well, we create two arrays and then we create the matching index, and we can use them to loop the decimal value, the decimal equivalent.
Okay, what are you putting in the arrays?
So the first array would be the the Roman numeral, and then the other array would be the decimal value of those numerals.
Okay, so you're thinking var Roman equals you're a little bit behind me. Go ahead.
What I'm not sure about is when we create the array for the effective factor. So when we could go in the var Roman, like where you're at now, I'm not sure if we would just put the 7 basic symbols or if we would want to put any combination. Do you know what I mean?
Say that again.
So where you're entering the Roman numerals now, that array, what
Yes.
I'm wondering is, can we look at what the challenge is asking for and see if we're going to need to convert any Roman numeral values that are not just a single numeral. Like if there's any combination, like IX, for example, instead of just I separate from X.
So are you telling me you didn't read the whole challenge and see what the tests are?
No, I'm saying that we should look specifically at the tests and see if we need to include those in the array.
That's what I'm asking you. Did you do that already? I thought
Well, did you look at them? Because
I did.
some of them are up to 7 numerals.
Say what?
Right. So some of them are up to 7 numerals, I believe.
Yeah.
8, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Right.
So I guess my question is, if we entered the numerals in singly, in 7 single numerals in the array, will it still be able to convert them when we ask for combined numerals? Or numerals with more than one character?
Well, that's what we can use functions to figure out. Like, are you saying we should create like this?
Hold on.
Where we put like, instead of just one M, use multiple M's?
No.
What do you, I'm not understanding your question.
Okay. So let's try it this way. You have, I can't really, okay, I can see now. You have your 7 numerals and you have the corresponding decimal equivalent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, let's just go with that.
What okay, so I had those. Now what's next for how to solve it? Or do you want me to go?
Go ahead.
All right. Did you look up what the modulus is and how to use it and what it does?
Yeah, the percent sign?
Yes.
Yeah, so when I read that, it returns the remainder, right?
Right. How do you think we can use that? How do you think that can be used?
Well, when you use an arithmetic operator like that, you can take a value and return numerical value. Or we're going to use it to return the numerical value of the Roman numeral.
that wasn't my idea for using it. My idea for using it was to find out if these numbers divide evenly into it, right? Because we can easily make the Roman numeral with a bunch of ones, but you're supposed to do it. You start with the largest, right? So we take the number and we say, is it larger than 1,000? If it is larger than 1,000, how many times does the number 1,000 divide into it? And we use the modulus for that, right? Because if the modulus tells us that, if we use the modulus, like if we go number modulus 1,000, if it returns 0, then we know that, right. And we can create like a bunch of if statements and for loops. And again, this might not be the best way to do this, but it's one way to get started with it.
Okay.
All right, so let's see this. Bar remainder equals 0. What's the word I'm looking for? When you divide, what's the I want to use a math term.
Like divisible by?
Quotient. What is the quotient? I think that might not be the right word. Maybe it is the right word. A result obtained by dividing one quantity by a number. It is. Quotient is the right word. All right, so var quotient equals 0. I'm going to put quotient first. All right. So if we start with an if statement. If num is greater than or equal to, oh, we got to start with a for loop. All right, so for loop. Num array dot length. Then do an if statement. If num is greater than or equal to num array I, if it's greater than or equal to num array I, then what do we do? We go quotient wait, then we do the modulus thing. All right, if num modulus num r I is 0, then we do quotient equals num divided by num array I, right? Okay. That'll give us, that's definitely not the answer, but it'll give us something. That'll get us started.
Okay.
Right? Else, all right. Do you see what I got so far? What do you see?
No, I'm 30 seconds behind.
What do you see? I haven't touched anything for a while. The last thing I put is the else statement.
What's that?
So the last thing I put was the else statement.
Okay, that's just coming up now.
All right.
You put anything after else?
Nope. I'm waiting on you to read it.
Okay. Then, okay. I didn't know if I was waiting on something else.
No.
Okay. So, if I are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
What you got?
Oh, I was just waiting on you.
I asked you to let me know what you, if you like, what to do next, like, or what are your ideas, or do you understand what I have so far?
Can we go through what you have? Can we go through the board?
Yeah, go ahead. Explain it to me, or tell me what you understand from it.
Your screen just went away. Okay.
You know what you, if you like, what you do next, like, or what are your ideas?
I'm not sure I'm quite there yet.
What do you mean, quite there?
Well, can you go through the board so I can understand?
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if that's what you meant. I thought maybe you were saying you were behind still.
No.
Okay, so what this means is, so we enter the for loop. If the number that we're given, and it's 36, is greater than or equal to the number I, and the first number is going to be 1000, and it's going to count backwards, get smaller and smaller. If it's greater than or equal to that, then we check to see if it divides evenly by that number, right? If it does,
Which would return 0.
right, and that's why this is here where it says if
Yep.
in number modulus the number in the array equals 0, then we set the quotient equal to the number divided by the number in the array. We don't set it equal to the number, we set it to the number divided by the number in the array.
The number in the array. Okay.
Right. And that's where I'm at now.
Right. So if it's not equal to 0,
That's the else part.
right.
Then we would still do this, quotient divided by it, but then we would have a remainder, right? And then we would do,
right?
how do we do the remainder?
Well, I don't know what you mean by how we do the remainder, but like we were talking about earlier, is how we represent that in the most efficient numerals, right? So the remainder would then somehow kick to like the next thing that it does go into, all the way until 1.
Say that again.
So if it doesn't equal 0, it means that there's a remainder, and then the number divided by the number array does not go into it evenly.
Right. That's yes.
So the idea is to represent it with the most efficient number of Roman numerals. So if it's not divided into itself evenly, it means that there's a remainder, and the modulus will show us the remainder, and then that remainder needs to essentially get bumped to the next Roman numeral until it does go into the ring.
Correct. Yes. So how do we find the remainder?
Using that symbol, the percent modulus.
All right, but I'm trying to get you to actually say how to do it in code as opposed to just saying what you just said.
I'm not sure how to do it. I can conceptualize it, but I'm not sure I have the tools to actually say how to do it in code.
You would say number modulus the number in the array this here.
Okay.
Right? Num is the number that they give us. So you would take the num divided by num number array at that index. And that will equal the remainder. So you set remainder equal to, no, not that. This. Right?
I can't see it yet.
That's a fine. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. This is where it gets gonna get tricky, because now we have to basically take the remainder and put it back at the top.
Right.
Right? Because it doesn't need to go through 0. Now it needs to go through 1. Right?
Right.
So I'm thinking that
Right. Yeah.
instead of using number here, we need to use something else.
Okay.
I'm thinking remainder. I think if we set the remainder equal to num, right? So if we go, let's start over. What do you say?
No, I was agreeing with you about using remainder.
All right, hold on a second. I'm trying to see. Okay. So if we do it this way, if remainder is greater than or equal to the number in the array, do this. Right? Divide it. Oh. Then we do the modulus, remainder modulus number in the array, 0. If it is, right, if it is, then remainder quotient. I think it should be plus equals. Oh no, it can't be. Because so if it's 1,000, if the remainder is divided by 1,000, that needs to be quotient needs to be then 5,000. Like say the remainder is 5,000, right? We can't set it equal and we divide 5,000 by 1,000. Right now it'll be 5. We can't have it be 5. It be 5,000, right? Because we want to return that value.
We want to return the remainder, though, no?
Not.
What did you say about 5,000?
I'm basically saying, so if you look at the second if statement, where you have remainder modulus number in array.
Yeah.
Right now, if you go quotient, the quotient equals the remainder divided number in the array. Right? If the remainder is 5,000 and we divide it by, the quotient will be 5. But we don't want the quotient to be 5. We want it to be 5,000 because that's what the actual number is. So we basically have to multiply, after we do the dividing, we then have to multiply the number in the array times, we can just do it on the next line. Quotient equals remainder times no, we don't do that. Quotient equals quotient times num array at I. I'm gonna try it, see what happens.
Okay.
2. That didn't work.
I'm working on an idea. Hold on.
Okay. I might have to get some pencil and paper out for this.
Well, I'm just thinking about a way somehow to use the fact that these power of 10 or 10 times, they're all divisible by 10 and 5.
That's 32. I need to look at the results again. All right. One thing that I did forget is we got to convert them to Roman numerals, right?
Right.
Okay. So if it does equal that, then for quotient no. All right. So inside the for loop, well, inside the if statement that gives us a modulus of 0, what we're going to do is for the length, for the value of quotient, we're going to add one Roman numeral into the number for Roman. That makes sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see what this gives us. MD 36. No. Oh, this should be I. Okay. It's not what I want. Uh, all right, let's go pseudocode this.
Okay.
You want to try pseudocoding it? Tell me what you think we should do.
No.
No, why not?
No.
Why not? You scared? Why? Worst case to happen, you're wrong. And only I'll know
So,
about it because nobody else is listening.
um, what about using a while loop?
A while loop? Okay. That's not pseudocoding yet, but why a while loop?
Hold on.
What you doing?
I'm looking at while loop.
You're pooping, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
It's okay.
I didn't have any strawberry milkshake today.
I think a while loop would be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, because I know you're going to ask me how we would use it, so I'm trying to just prepare my answer.
Okay.
So I'm just going to talk it out. The while loop basically runs through a block of code as long as the specified condition is true.
Mm-hmm.
So it will.
What?
Nothing, I'm just reading.
I like your idea of using a while loop, though.
Thank you. I'm not sure I can quite. The thing is, I can conceptualize it, just have a hard time like applying it to actually saying it in actual code.
Well, don't worry about saying it in code. Just worry about saying it. You ready to say it or no?
Well, so if we use a while loop, would it continue to loop until it fit into the number?
It'll loop until it's false.
Right.
Right.
Until the statement. So another way to say that is that it'll loop until it doesn't divide into itself.
Right.
Right.
So I created another file. And this is
Okay,
what
I'm
I'm
clicking
doing.
back onto the screen. What's that?
I'm starting a new file,
Okay.
and I'm doing it this time with a while loop.
Okay.
All right. So I'm doing while number, or while num, which is the number they give us, is equal
Right.
to or greater than num array. Right? If it is, then we go Let's see, quotient. Well, I guess first we will check to see if num modulus num array of that if that index equals 0.
Yep.
If it's true, then we go quotient equals num divided by num array at that index.
Num array. Yeah.
What did you say?
I said it before you. I was just saying what you were saying. The num array at that index.
Okay. Num array at that index. And then I wonder if this is, I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
Var char equals plus equals and I don't think that's gonna do it. I think that's, I'm trying to think of a shortcut.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Go ahead. I'll tell you my idea after. Go ahead.
No, go.
I was going to say, this may be, I was just reading something else, so it may be off the exact topic that we're on right now.
Mm-hmm.
But would it make sense to create some sort of empty string variable to like hold the final number?
Yeah, that's on line 21.
Okay.
You see it?
I'm clicking back to the code screen for a second.
All right.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And no need to apologize. All bad ideas are valid. You see what I did there?
Yeah. Thank you.
It wasn't exactly like a good thing. It was like an attempt at saying something good.
I picked up your subtext.
Yeah. I'm getting better. All right. I don't think we should do a for. I think it should be a do.
Okay.
A do does it at least one time.
Okay.
Let's see.
What's great is I can watch your facial expressions 30 seconds after we have the conversation.
Yeah. Lots of love. Lots of love in this. All
What did you
right.
say, lots of love?
Lots of love.
Lots of love. I think the while loop is gonna work.
I think so too. I'm just gonna look and see what we get so far. I is not defined. Oh, okay. Ah. Okay. We gotta find a way to loop through. How do we move it? The while I'm getting an error on the while loop because
Okay.
I'm using I haven't used while. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't used while loops. I rarely ever use while loops unless it's like a challenge that
Okay.
says to use a while loop.
Okay.
So
Can we use the index in there?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. How do I use the index in a while loop?
Okay. What is the name of our? Go back. Can you scroll up?
For
Oh,
what?
number right. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I got it. All right. Hold on.
I'm on W3 Schools looking at while loops. Okay, I get it now. I know how to do it.
Okay.
Var I equals 0. At the end of the while loop, we'll do that.
Yeah, that's the site that I was looking at.
While I is okay. It never is. Else. Okay, so you don't do it else with a while loop. Maybe we should do a do while loop.
Okay. I still think we need to use the index.
Huh?
I still think we should. I still think we might need to use the index.
What do you don't think we're using the index?
Well, I think not in the way that I was thinking. So let's try this with the do with the while loop.
Tell me what you're thinking, because I thought we were doing what
Okay,
you
well,
were.
I'll try it out so I can give it to you in the code. Hold on 1 second. So, with our for loop, are we looping through what's the indices of the numeral?
We're not doing it. Which? What are you looking at? Because we changed from doing a for loop to a while loop. Remember?
When you were doing the for loop before,
Yes.
was that for loop looping through
We were using the number array. Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Now I'm just confusing myself.
Don't worry about doing it in code. Just talk about how you would do it as just a regular person. Like,
Okay.
so that's,
So,
so how would you do
okay.
it?
So I'm just trying to conceptualize it in my head. We have the two arrays, and they're matching indices, right? And then we have the empty string variable, which will hold the final number in Roman numeral.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we were using the script, and then before we were using the for loop, we were looping through the indices of the num array, right? Until the value fit into the number. Is that right?
We were looping through until we found a number that was greater than, till we found a number in the array that was less than our number.
Okay.
Don't worry about like when you think about doing this, don't worry about looping and all that. Like, how would you do it with a person with pencil and paper? How would you do this? How would you solve the problem?
All right, let me think about that for a second. Well, as a normal person on pencil and paper, if you're doing a conversion, you would write out the values, you would identify the values of each Roman numeral, and then you would convert the Roman numeral to the regular number, and then if it were, for example, 83 and it had multiple, 6 or 7 Roman numerals, you might convert each of the numerals individually and then add them together.
We're not starting with Roman numerals. We're starting with integers. We're starting with decimal numbers. So you're doing it backwards.
Well, you said,
Does that make sense?
oh yeah, yeah, okay. So we change that around. What you would do is you would still identify the integer value of the Roman numeral, right? Because you need to know what's divisible by what numeral is going to represent which divisible part. And
Say,
then you would cycle through the highest numeral that divides into it equally.
mm-hmm.
And then you would work your way through, or work your way down
Right.
with the remainder.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever, I don't know, whatever's left over, until you get the lowest possible value of the Roman numeral. Okay, so I'm just going to keep talking. So what we need to create is a loop that will loop through until the value does not equal the number, and then it will move on to the next one, to the next smallest numeral.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's would you be able to say that again or no?
Yeah. Which part? The last part?
No, all of it.
Yeah.
So what's your first step?
You want me to say the whole thing again?
Yeah, what's your first step? I'm writing it down now.
Okay. Okay. Well, my first step would still be to identify the integer equivalent for the Roman numeral, and then you take your integer that you're starting with, right, and you want to loop it through your largest Roman numeral that goes into itself equally.
Say that again.
And you keep doing so you would identify the value of each numeral as integer value.
All right, we have that in our array. We've already identified.
Okay.
What's next?
Okay. So then you would take the largest, you take your integer that you're starting with,
Mm-hmm.
and you would run it through, the, I don't know if it's wrong, you would loop it through.
Don't remember, Emily. Emily.
The largest numeral.
Emily. Emily. Don't worry about like looping through. Like, what's your first step? Like for me, I would go, all right, I take my number, I would divide it by, I would see if it's divisible by the largest Roman numeral. If it's not, then I would go to the next one, and I would go down until I find a number that it is divisible by. If it's divisible by it equally, then I would find out how many times it can go into it, and then I would add that actual Roman numeral into the string.
Right.
And then I would see if there's a remainder. If there's not a remainder, then I know I'm done. If there is a remainder, then I take my remainder and I would divide it by the next number, the next largest number. And I would repeat that until I'm done.
I don't know if you said this, but I would start with the highest numeral value.
Right.
That would be the first thing. I don't know if you said that.
So that's what we need to put in the pseudocode.
Okay. I'm just starting to see your pseudocode now.
Okay.
think in our pseudocode on line 28, the third line of 28, instead of that many times, that we should just clarify that it's as many times as it's evenly divisible.
How about this? Designate the Roman numeral into the string.
If true, then divide the number by the Roman numeral equivalent and make the Roman numeral into the string.
The number.
As many times, however you want to say it, as many times as it's easily divisible.
It's the quotient, equal to the quotient. All right, check to see if it divides evenly into the num. If true, then divide the number by the Roman numeral equivalent and set that equal to the quotient. Then concatenate the Roman numeral into the string.
As many times as it's evenly divisible.
I don't like using evenly divisible, because we set it equal to the quotient. We should just set it to the quotient, whatever the quotient is.
Okay, that's fine.
Everybody see, concatenate the Roman number into the string. Add I'm gonna leave it as that. Equal to the quotient. Divide the number by the Roman numeral equivalent to, like, check if true. Else,
if true,
divide the Roman numeral. Divide the number by the Roman numeral. I'm lost. Hold on. Start with the largest number, the largest Roman numeral integer equivalent. Check to see if it's greater than or equal to the number. If true, check to see if it divides evenly into the number. If true, then divide the number by the Roman numeral equivalent and set that equal to the quotient. Then concatenate the Roman numeral into the string equal to the quotient. Else, divide the Roman numeral equivalent by the num by the Roman numeral equivalent and set that equal, set the answer equal to the quotient and concatenate the Roman numeral into the string equal to the quotient. So this repeats. So these are things that repeat, need to go into a loop and equal to the quotient. Then after we've done that, then we subtract
the Roman numeral equivalent.
Yes. No. Then subtract, the Roman numeral equivalent times the quotient. From num. And I think then you repeat.
Okay.
Then repeat from next largest next next largest Roman numeral integer equivalent and array. All right, so that's what we need to do. I think we can erase all this stuff. All right. That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. I want a snack. Oh, man. We got 53 minutes. I'm glad we started at 9:30. Man.
You gonna go get a snack?
Nah, let's do this.
You gonna push through?
You can push through. All right. Starting with a for loop. Oh. It's a Roman array. Roman array dot length. Right?
Can't see anything yet.
You in commercial?
Nope.
$37.
Just started. I just saw your console.
Why am I getting an error message? I'm gonna move all this. Line 36. Ah. There we go. Okay. Starting with the largest number in the array. If, check to see if it's greater than or equal to the number. I think we need to do it the other way.
What do you need?
Check to see if the number is greater than or equal to the number in the array.
Okay.
All right. If it is, what do you do if it is? If true, check to see if it divides evenly into it. All right. Num modulus num array I. Okay.
Then if that's true, then we need to see
If it
How many
divides,
times you divide it?
right. If it divides evenly, set it equal to the quotient. All right, so quotient equals num modulus num array I. How am I getting 6? 6 doesn't, it should be 3.
I don't see it yet.
Okay. All right. So we got that, and then we go 4. Right, hold on. What's next? We get our quotient.
Scroll up. Yep.
You know what we should do next time?
What?
Find a way. There's apps that let you do screen share so we can code at the same time in my IDE. That way you can see what I'm doing. That way you don't have to, you know. I think that'd be better than this.
So I can't do anything and still see what you're doing.
Right, you're behind.
Right.
If then divide by quotient, then concatenate. All right, now we have to concatenate. All right, so now it's.
Now we have to concatenate it into the string, right? The
No.
Roman numeral into the string? Oh.
Well, yeah. That's what we need to do. So that's another for loop. Let's equal to quotient. And we're going to go Roman plus equals Roman array at I. This needs to be J so that they don't get confused. Roman. Okay. After we do that, then we subtract num equals quotient times num array I num minus quotient times num array I.
Can you go up to the pseudocode for a quick second when you have a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't see it.
I know.
I have a question.
You like give me like a few seconds behind, so I'm doing it now so you can get it in 30 seconds.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
And I'm gonna send you the pseudocode.
Okay. That'd be helpful.
Somebody just texted me, "Don't be an ass." Was that you in the chat?
No. No.
Oh,
What did it say?
one of the chat rules is "Don't be an ass." I don't know if you put that or somebody else did that.
I did not put that.
You didn't put that? I just put something in the chat. I don't know if it went or not.
I don't even see the chat.
It's on the Twitch. Are you watching this on Twitch or where are you watching this at?
On Twitch. It says welcome to the chat room, but I don't see a message. Oh, I see it.
Wonder why it didn't go.
You wonder why it wasn't so.
I just tried to put something in the chat. There it is.
Yeah, I see it.
All right.
Little robot head.
No, I just put the text in the chat. The pseudocode.
Okay.
All right. Maybe I put that as like my one of my rules for the chat. I think I may have done that. All right. I'm gonna get back to.
So that's remind yourself to not get frustrated with me?
What do you say?
Was that to remind yourself to not get frustrated with me?
Nah, I did that before a long time when I first set up this account. I set up the rules and stuff.
Okay.
At least I think I did. I don't know. Hmm.
It's weird. The pseudocode doesn't come through.
What do you mean it didn't come through?
Did you send it to me in the chat?
On Twitch. Are you on Twitch?
Yeah. Yeah.
You should see it on the side of the screen. Are you looking at this through full screen?
Yep.
I don't think you're. Are you logged into Twitch or just watching it?
Just watching it.
Maybe that's why you can't see the chat.
Well, I can see your smiley face.
You saw the smiley face?
Oh, yeah. No, it says open arm. I'm gonna sign up.
I don't think you have to sign up. Hold on.
When I tried to send you a chat back, it said in order to send a chat, I have to sign up.
All right. Well, I don't really need a chat from you. At least not yet.
No, I know, but I think in order for me to see what you posted, the code that you posted on there. All right, let's go back to our pseudocode.
Are you logged in? Can you see it?
Hold on, loading.
It's odd. Like if you can see the skeleton, why can't you see the other stuff?
Alright, so I just got chat rules don't be an ass. Now I'm logged in. Oh, that's a freaking advertisement.
We got 38 minutes.
I know, I just saw that. Okay.
Can you see the?
New. Can you see my message I just sent you?
Yeah, I saw it. Did you get it?
Okay. Nope. Remember, I'm 30 seconds.
Oh, try well, the chat shouldn't be behind like that. The chat should be faster.
Okay. That's alright, let's keep going.
I'll send it through a chat message, through a text message.
Okay.
Did you do any of the Udemy stuff today?
No. There's no time. Wait, so are we at the else part? Because I don't see the else.
There is no else. I haven't put one in yet.
Right. That's where we're at.
Now we're at the point where we're adding the Roman numerals into the string.
String?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not understanding why we're getting 5 though. I'm confused. 36. 6, 4. Oh. Oh, I think I know why.
Why?
Because there's no else. I think.
That's what I just said.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh. Oh, I think this is it. 0. Here we go. Else. go quotient equals num divided by num array I.
Okay.
Okay.
So I forget that I'm behind.
What's so
All right,
what's
so we're dividing this.
all right, and then we have to. All right. Check to see if it divides evenly into the null. That's true. That's not, we're down here. Else, divide the number by the Roman numeral equivalent. Set that equal to the quotient. It did that.
And then concatenate the Roman numeral into the string equal to the quotient.
Right. Can, if true, else concatenate equal to the quotient, then subtract the Roman numeral equivalent times the quotient. Did I do that already? No. Subtract number equals, I think I did something similar to it. Number equals, I could have sworn I did.
Yeah, we should have actually, because if you look under the first if true, then divide blah blah blah, then concatenate the Roman numeral into the string equal to the quotient.
No, sorry. Hold on. Num equals num minus quotient times array num array I.
Anthony?
Yes.
30 minutes.
All right. I think we're close because we're getting 3.6.
Okay.
But I don't know why we're getting 3.6. Fuck it. It don't matter. 44. Oh, it's math.floor.
All right, so where are we in pseudocode? Are we still concatenating?
Yeah, we're trying to get the concatenation to work properly. Okay. 47. 4 quotient That's not right. There we go. Look at that.
I'm 30 seconds behind.
All right.
Did you submit it?
No, we haven't done yet. So I got 35. We need to get 36.
We're so close.
Yeah. Okay. What's missing? I'm just gonna put it in there just to see what happens.
Okay. What's what she said?
Hey. None of them passed. All right. This is good to see because I noticed that I had bless you. Okay, we got to use the remainder now.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's what's missing. We're not using the remainder.
Okay.
All right, so let's go. Subtract the Roman numeral equivalent times the quotient from the num. Then repeat from the next largest Roman numeral.
Integer equivalent in the array.
Yes. All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm going to go P.
Okay.
I'm back. Yeah.
With the remainder of 1, we're going to get what we need.
Yep. All right. I got snacks.
You got snacks? What'd you get?
Well, I got one snack. I got a banana.
Oh.
All right. What I'm confused about is
Your belt?
how do we get the 5? How do we get the V at 49?
Well, let's finish the remainder first.
Okay. This is where we get the remainder. After that, I think we can do num. Okay. Plus equals remainder. What do we get? Why is the remainder 2?
Yeah.
The remainder is 2. I don't know why the remainder is 2. Num. Oh, wait. Oh.
What?
We got to do it here. Whenever its modulus is 0, that's when we got to add. We're adding the one too many 5s.
We're adding 125.
Yeah. 1 too many fives.
Okay.
Why? There it is. I had the remainder in the wrong spot.
Okay. I was going to say, if we're adding an extra 5, it has something to do with the remainder.
Yep. I think we got it with 18 minutes to spare.
All right, let's submit it.
We didn't solve it. It didn't go. What's going on?
It didn't?
Nah, it didn't. Oh, I think I know why. I don't return anything.
We need to take out the console bar?
Eventually, but that won't keep it from working.
Okay.
Yeah. Only some of them work.
Here, it looks like only those 2 or 3 work.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. I get it. I think this might help.
What did you do?
I in the remainder. Nope, that did not. It made it worse. There it is.
Got it?
I don't know if it or when though. If I'm past all the tests yet though. All right, we're missing. Ah,
So is it passing any of the test?
It's passing a few of them.
So what do those have in common? I can't see them.
It's for the most part, it's whenever it's like 9 or something, like it's less than, you know what I'm saying? Like 4,
No.
not whenever the last digit is a 4 or a 9, or any time that,
Okay.
you know, you have to subtract sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we should have started on a different one. We got,
Okay. So
we
I
got,
think it has something to do with the remainder, right?
yeah. Well, no, not so much. Yeah, it does have to do with the remainder.
Yeah. Because if the ones that we're passing are the ones that are ending in 4 or 9, or the ones that we're not passing.
The ones that do not pass.
Okay. Okay. So we have 12 minutes. For the sake of the street, do you want to do one that you can do in 12 minutes to keep the streak alive?
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Check if value is classified as a Boolean primitive. Return true or false. I think we can do that one.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to create a new file.
Yeah, can we not lose our code on our Roman numeral?
Yeah. If bool what is it? Are true or false? Remember to use.
I'm way behind on screen.
That's fine. Check if a Boolean is classified as a Boolean primitive. Return true or false. I don't understand this. Boolean primitives are true. Oh, okay.
Right, we're down to
or
8 minutes.
or I passed all the tests except for one.
Close. Still got one.
Yeah.
All right, well, there's 4 minutes left. We're going to abort and do an easy one that you could do in 4 minutes.
Nah, we're gonna stick with this one. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, no wonder.
Got it?
Nah, I was doing something wrong.
One minute.
Why is this? If bool is true, or bool is false, or
Should the ands be ors?
They are ors. These are ors.
Okay. You've got 2 minutes.
What is that? Is that a number?
Yes, please.
It's tomorrow.
I didn't want to say anything.
Oh man, what is it? Why is if bool is equivalent to false, or oh
You figured it out?
yeah, I figured it out.
Oh,
Well, I know why it failed.
why did it fail?
Because 1 is equal to true.
Huh?
So it should have been and number dot where is it? Is integer. I don't. Why is this not working?
It is still happening, but you have to put one.
Still the same one. Hold on. Okay. If bool is a number, return false. Else, if still got it again.
The same one?
Same one, yeah. If bool is not a number. Hold on, I think I got it.
Okay.
We want to stop and just finish this one tomorrow. Since what do you say? I said you want to stop and just finish it tomorrow, since we missed the.
No, you're close, and I think we should finish it. Do you want to look at a hint?
No, I don't want to look at a hint.
Okay. Okay. It's driving me nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so close. It's just the one.
Close. The one.
Are you recording me? I just heard myself through my phone.
I have no idea. No, you're on speakerphone. Oh, you know why? Say something and see if it does anything.
Say what?
Say what?
You got the phone near the speaker of the computer?
Yeah. I just rolled over, but I didn't get away.
Oh.
Do you want to finish it tomorrow?
Yeah, part of me wants to just, yeah. But,
Okay. Well, let's do that.
alright.
But what? You're close?
Yeah, I'll just finish it tomorrow. Streak
Okay.
is broken. All good things must come to an end.
You know what kills me about that, though?
What?
Well, just that. Hold on, just that we work so, like, you put in so much time, you know, that you don't get credit unless you complete it. I think that sucks. You know, it, like, should count towards the streak that you spent time. Like, we spent more time on that challenge and didn't complete it than we, you know, like problem solving and coding than on the challenge that we completed and got credit for on the streak.
Yeah.
Did you stop streaming?
Nah, not yet. Is Nan. I don't get it. If it's a number, it should return false. Why does
gonna happen, don't you?
What?
You're gonna look at it tomorrow and see whatever is not working in like the first minutes that you look at it. I think you should finish it tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. I'll do 3 more minutes.
Okay.
Oh, I was doing it wrong.
Oh, you figured it out?
I think so. Nope, I didn't do it. One more minute.
What do you want? You just gave yourself something.
Yeah. Oh. I think I figured it. Hold on. Yeah. No, that didn't do it. I can't get this one figured out.
That same damn one.
The same one, yeah. It's back to the fucking one. See, it passes. Hold on.
Alright, you have 2 minutes.
I'm done. Finish it later. Streak is over.